What's up, YouTube? It's DVSRC coming to you again live from my garage. So on today's video, I want to showcase my Jato 3.3 from Traxxas. So this is another one of my Nitro RC cars, and this is a real beaut. I love this car and this 3.3 engine on this, really quick. And I did some modifications on here that maybe you guys might want to try your Jato, and I hope you guys enjoy this. But real quick clip, let me show you what I got working under this car. All right, guys. So as you can see, I got the clips that I have put on this body, kind of like the same style with the Arma families. I bought these. These are actually from the Arma family. I just ordered a set, and I had the just cut into the body and to have these clips easy access to just unclip and clip on without losing the clips, because these clips are kind of smaller on these 110 scale vehicles. And check this out. Oh, what is that? So this is what I wanted to show you guys. Yep, if you guessed it right, that is a supercharger. I bought this one off of RB Innovations. They've been promoting these. They had these for a while already on the market. I seen videos of people installing them, and I was like, you know what? Let me give it a shot. It looks pretty damn cool. Now, does it go faster than what it normally does, normal speed? I beg to differ. I mean, it's an awesome look for the car. It does maybe give it a little bit of horsepower. I mean, for me to think that it went that much of a big difference on the speed it went normally, yeah, not much. But it looks pretty damn cool. So you see the pulley wraps around the bell housing, and then this little rubber right here keeps the spinning, pushes the air right into the carburetor right here. That rubber band right there is pretty good stable, and it runs pretty good. I like it. I had to change this out too. I turned this into a metal spur because the plastic one kept on stripping, and I didn't like that. But anyway, so one of the things I need to do to this car, and I'm gonna do that on this video, and then show you how this car runs after I finish with the mod, is the gearbox. So this gearbox right here has a 2-speed transmission. This 2-speed transmission is all plastic spurs in there. So the issue that I'm having is that it's not shifting into second gear. Even after I tightened and loosened the positioner to either shift early or shift late, it's just not working. The housing for where the mechanism locks in to shift into second gear, that's plastic in there, and I believe that cracked because there's a spacing. So what I did, I went and bought a set of new transmission gears, and these are all metal. See, metal, metal, iodized metal, blue. So this is the upgrade for my Jato, the transmission. What I was trying to explain earlier is, if you can see these little slits right there and right there, that's what latches to the gear shifter when it shifts into second gear. So on the one in here that's on there, looking through these little, it has like a little hole right there that you can adjust with your hex driver. I was looking in there and moving the car, and I noticed that this spacing that's meant to be that size for the latching portion of the second gear, it's cracked all the way up to here. So that's pretty much reason why I'm not shifting into second gear. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this installed, guys, and then I'm pretty sure that's gonna fix the problem, and then we'll see what you think, and I'll run it for you guys. All right, guys, I went ahead and took it apart. What a mess. And a lot of bolts and stuff, and hopefully I remember everything goes, but I should be fine. But see, here's the main gear, and that seems to be all right. But let's take a look inside. And the gears look fine, but let me finish taking it apart and see if I can find the issue with the shifting. I got everything off. Pretty much took all the gears out, and there's one thing to verify, and like we spoke before, like I explained before, that part right there is cracked. That shows the reason why it won't latch. See any closer? See how the spacing doesn't have that small spacing like it's supposed to have on the other side. So we're gonna change that out. That should have this go back into second gear. Now, one thing I did notice while I was taking it apart and trying to get these new gears fitted in, the spring. I don't know if you guys can see that spring right there with the two little holes. So these are clamp springs. What a pain in the butt to get these things off. I didn't realize that I needed a special tool for this. I thought I was able to get it off with my screwdriver, flathead. Yeah, it didn't work out so much. So I had to go get a nifty tool. So I got this spring clamp removal. It really just fits right in there. And this is not that expensive. It was like 20 bucks on Amazon, and you get a box that gives you a whole set with it. Look at that. So if I have any issues with any other RC cars that come with these spring clamps, I have all the sizes, fits all. So I have plenty for future repairs. So I thought it was a pretty good deal. I'll leave a link in the description below if you guys want to get this nifty tool. So make sure you take these shims out. These are the ones that come out of that shaft in the diff because it's going to cause it to lock. So now that I put it all back together, I put a little bit of diff oil in there and it moves freely. Before it was getting stuck. So just make sure you guys do that, and then that way it won't lock on you. And now I have all this to put back together. I want to show you what other parts you got to remove and replace. So here's one. You see that's the gear housing. Take a 1.5 millimeter. Gonna get rid of this grub screw. Now this grub screw has a shaft on it that you have to take out in order for you to replace this gearing. Then it slides right out. So this is the plastic one, and here is the new gearing we're going to put on. This is the metal one. Slides right in, and also it comes with its own grub screw. Make sure you use the one that it comes with the kit. Stick it in there. See, it has a little piece right there. Slide right in. And guys, every time you deal with metal or any parts you're upgrading on to any type of metal, whether it's aluminum or just basic metal, make sure that you guys put some Loctite, because if these things come loose, this is the one last thing you do not want spinning around in your gearbox or catching on to something. I learned my lesson the hard way with my HPI Savage, and that's just another story for another day. Let's screw that in tight, lock it in, and there you go. That piece is ready to go. This is where the brake disc is going to go, but that can go on later. Now, you've taken out the 32 tooth. That's the one that comes with the clamp that I had to get the special tool for. Make sure the clamp face in. There you go. Spins freely. Now we're going to take a little bar. The kit comes with two replacements. I'm just going to use the one that's already was in there. That's just to hold the next gear in place. A little crossbar. It goes in there. And then you got the 20 tooth. That one slides right in. There you go. Then you have another hole for another additional bar to hold the next gear in place, which is the one that actually has the shifter on it. So we're going to go ahead and take that and put that in here. And then this is the new housing. Good to go. Good sturdy heavy set metal right there. This piece drops in just to show you how this piece goes. So this is what shifts. Now you have the adjustment grub screw right there. That you can access it while you're already have everything assembled. The car has a little hole where you can stick your, I think it's a 1.5 millimeter. And then you go ahead and just put that in like that. Make sure it spins. That's good. Then you go ahead and then you can see the slit where that bar sits. There you go. This is good to go. Now you just got to put the gearbox together. Everything should slide into place. There you go. See how it freely spins now? There's no friction. What I like to do is every time I install any metal parts to any of my RC cars, whether it's a diff or whatever, I'm just going to throw in some grease in there. So that way everything doesn't burn up or get hot or cause any friction. Then you go ahead and you drop your diff. All right, well, now it's time to pull this whole damn car back together. And she's all put back together. Make sure that this is well meshed. You can hear the clicking. Good. One thing I did forget to mention in the beginning of my video is that when you do this installation of the supercharger, you do have to do a little bit of a modification here. So there's a plastic support beam that went across over this bell housing here to this plastic part. I think I had to cut it off because when you install it, this right here would not fit and that plastic housing will not go over because it's larger. So what I did was I cut that piece off. The spring that was attached to it, I drilled a hole here and I attached it to the body because you need that spring back reaction on the throttle so the throttle doesn't keep going. And that worked for me and it works perfectly fine. All right, guys, let's check it out. Second gear. She's pretty fast. I need more room for her. You gotta love these Jatos. They're pretty quick. Ooh, nice transition. I heard that gear shift. It's pretty smooth. Ooh. Yeah, I definitely need more runway for these Jatos. They're fast. Woo. I love nitros. Can never get over a nitro car. What I love about these tracks is the stability control on the steering. Keeps her going straight. Alright guys, now let's try this out with these Bandino Duratrax tires. Boy, look how it makes that RC car look. I love these tires. Makes it look more beefier. Big boy tires. Ooh, love it, love it. It shifted. Took a little bit. Probably because of the weight of the tire. There you go. Shift. Watch those tires there. They're bubbling up. Jatos have a lot of power, I tell you. Well, she's definitely shifting, so that's good. Alright guys, there you go. Can't go wrong with a Jato. Look at these tires. Alright guys, there you have it. You just saw my Traxxas 3.3 Jato. Out of all my Nitro cars, I gotta say that's one of my buggies that I like the most. Real easy to work on. You saw the upgrades. You got a Supercharger kit for it. They have the Bandito tires for it. I mean, it's a fun little car to run. And with the speed on it, you heard the second gear shift. And I tell you right now, with that new metal gear upgrade for that gearbox makes a difference. Because I had it before on the plastic. And when I drove it on those bigger tires, I think that's the reason why it snapped, because the bigger tires are always going to put a little more load on the rear. So that kind of like probably caused the gears to, the gear mechanisms to snap. So with the new upgraded metal parts, definitely a big difference. It shifted. You heard it shift. It was a nice clear shift. Definitely no issues with it. I love the way it ran. I need more road for it. It is a fast little Nitro car. But if you don't have one of these in your arsenal, you best get one, because you're going to have a lot of fun with it. I'll leave a link in the description below for all the parts that I got for the car, even the car itself. And I will also leave a link to the Eye Candy Energy Drink website. Don't forget to check them out. That stuff is already getting into the stores. You guys will love it. Cotton candy is my favorite, and also regular sugar-free. I'll see you guys in the next one. This is DVSRC.